practice on the teleprompter, and she said, we don't have one. So, excuse me while I read my notes then. After we looked at numerous churches, we came back here and looked at ours to see what was possible. We considered what to do with the organ, and looking at it closer, we decided it wasn't worth spending any more money on. We also looked at the closets that house the cardboard tubes that make the sound of the organs. They're in these two large closets on either side. Oh, it's those two closets. We determined that removing these closets did not involve anything structural, and this decision was made with the help of 2 architects and a contractor. Once these decisions were made, we wanted a way to experiment with different designs. Luckily, there was someone available with a 3D drawing program to help us out, and Roger has spent a lot of time working on this. We first drew out the whole sanctuary as it is currently. And then we could start moving walls and removing lecterns and planters. We could also start pulling the stage outward. There's a lot of space which is not being used very efficiently between the communion rail and the higher part of the stage. The lecterns and the planters obstruct a large portion of the stage. There's only about 16 feet in between the 2 lecterns, and you can't really see the whole stage. During this process, we had Jeff Gannon, like Farrell mentioned, from Chapel Hill come out and share with us about their expansion and their building project. And he gave us a lot of good information. And one of his suggestions was that we really liked was angling the pews. And this is a picture of the Chapel Hill United Methodist Church. And I think I like our stained glass window a little better than theirs. But they have to have a lot of light behind it because they don't have an outside light source. So anyway, if we go to the new rendition that we drew, one of the first things you notice is that the pews are angled. And another thing, we added a nice wide ramp along the left side here. So if you can zoom in over that. That would make it, easier and safer to access the stage. We also moved the 2 walls back, these here, this wall and this wall back about 12 feet. We also added a second screen so that no matter where you're sitting, you'll have a good view of both, or the screens from you, no matter where you're sitting. We also brought the stage out and incorporated the existing communion rail. And that doubles as a stage railing. The expanded square footage is about 962 square feet, which is an increase of about 63%. A lot of times corners are kind of wasted space, and what we did with the two corners, Roger can remove the roof here, and we can show you that we added storage in both corners. I really appreciate Roger having this computer drawing, that it really gave us a good idea of what things could look like. You know, for me it's hard to explain sometimes, but with this, it's, if you can see it, it makes it easier to explain. We're also considering installing an additional emergency exit in the wall, on the north wall, right where, over there, and possibly putting a ADA ramp in. So we're not quite sure yet if we're going to do that. That is a possibility, and we'll probably have that quoted 2 ways. So I think that's about all I've got.